Welcome here once again. It's time for the long awaited video training on how to make money writing business plan, proposals, and creating pitch deck for small businesses, right? So let's get started. In this video training, I'm going to show you chief strategies and tactics, like every fucking thing you need to start writing business plan proposals and ways on how you can make money from it, even if you are a total beginner, even if you know nothing about internet marketing or whatsoever before. This is the right video for you to watch. Now, I want you to do this. I want you to pay good attention. Like, I want to pay a very keen attention. And when I mean a keen attention, I mean that do not let anything distract you. Put away every distraction. Probably you are watching a movie before, or you're in front of a TV. You can tune it down or move away from there. Get yourself in an environment that is less noisy. Preferably, get yourself in a room whereby you are the only one in that room, so that no of you ask you questions or come and send you on an errand or tell you, hey, help me with this. So, in any way possible, just remove everything that can distract you from this video. Yeah, I don't know. My videos always take long, and yeah, this is a slide of about 36 slides. This is a presentation of about 36 slides. So I'm quite sure that this might take up to 2 or 3 hours. I'm not sure of the time it will take. But all I want you to do is pay close attention. Forget about the length of the video. Be much more concerned about what you are going to learn and how profitable it will be for you once you begin to implement everything you learn from this video training, right? Yeah, got you. And once again, I'm Joseph Paul Nemeka. Oh wow, I haven't did this slide. I didn't put my name, I didn't put my details. I'm used to that. So once again, I am Joseph Paul 𝗵𝗂𝗃, the founder of 𝗕𝗵𝗃𝗃 Business College, right? So, first of all, introduction, right? What is business plan? What is business proposal? What is pitch deck? Those are the things we are going to talk about now. What are the difference between these three things? And those three things that I meant are plan, proposal, and a pitch deck. Now, what are the things that I need to know about these three things? Now in this whatever it is being called, we're going to tackle these three questions. What is business plan, proposal, and pitch deck? What is the difference between the three of them? And what are the things you need to know about them, right? Then who is this video meant for now? This video is meant for you if you fall into any of this category. If you are a business owner, if you are a student, undergraduate, unemployed youth, or if you are a civil servant or an employed staff. Now, come on. Why would a civil servant need this? Why would a business owner need this? Now, let's calm down and look at it this way. If you are a business owner, you need to learn how to create a plan for the business. Now, it's not about grabbing a sheet of paper and saying next week, I want to buy this. Next month, I want to do this. Those ones are to-do list. They are not business plan. That is a list of things you want to do. Those are your task list. They're not business plan. A business plan is, well, don't let me go there now. Talking about what the business plan is. When it is time for us to talk about what a business plan is, we'll definitely talk about it. Now, as a business plan, knowing how to create a business plan is very, very important, because any business you want to venture into, or once your business seems to be having one fault or there is something going on with your business, you'll be able to sit down, look at your business plan once over and again. You'll be able to review it, and you'll be able to see, okay, things have changed. These are the places I need to update. You'll be able to review your business plan yourself. And also, if you're thinking of starting up a new business venture, instead of hiring someone to write a business plan for you, whereby you'll be paying about 150,000 naira. That is, your time you'll be paying about $250. That's what I mean, right? So instead of paying such amount to people to write business plan for you, you can easily sit down and create your business plan for yourself, right? Now, if you are a student, an undergraduate, or an unemployed youth, the reason why this training will be beneficial for you is that it will help you to increase your finances, because as a student, undergraduate, secondary school, I mean college, or you are a graduate but still unemployed. Trust me, writing a business plan is one of the best things you can venture into, because according to Entrepreneur Media, one of the 50 business ideas that someone can get into between 2021 and 2022 and make lots of money. Number four on the list, at number four business idea on their list was business plan and proposal writing. And guess what? Entrepreneur mean that is not an anyhow blog or just a one-man blog. Entrepreneur mean that is a worldwide, is a global network media platform that gives out content on entrepreneurship and business. And they have, and the people that write on this platform are not mere bloggers. The people that write on this platform are successful business owners, successful entrepreneurs, people who have done business, people who are knowledgeable in that field, not bloggers that they hired. Sure, you get my point. Now, as a student or whatever, if you fall into that category, if you are writing a business plan, okay, let's not even talk about $250. Imagine you're writing a business plan for $50 alone, and in a week you have about five clients, or let's just say four clients. Four clients in a week for $50. That's how much? That's $200, right? And yeah, I don't know, based on your currency, depending on, because my video is mostly targeted to Africans. So if we say $200, now let's use Nigeria for an example. Dollar is currently 570 naira. So that means you are making 111,000 naira per month just by writing business plan and proposal. And it's something you can actually do with your phone. And even if you're doing this with your phone, with 114,000 naira, you can quickly get a laptop. Now, we all know that you do not necessarily need to get a laptop of 250,000. You don't need to get a laptop that is highly expensive. You can get a laptop, a small laptop of 75, 60,000 naira. Yes, and if you want to get laptop that performs very well, you can still go for high performing laptops, right? Now, if you're a civil servant, we know that in Africa, it is a common problem in Africa that most political leaders, they owed civil servants salaries. Now, as an employee staff, I mean, probably you are also working in a private firm. Even if you are not being owed salary or whatever your salary could be, if you are looking for something to add up to your finance, if you are looking for something that even when you are in office you can easily do, like that is probably like you want to start a side also, you want to start a side business, but you don't want to start a business that will require your physical presence. You want something that you can do once you are back from work, even when you are tired. You can just do in the night or in the evening in your rest period or during your lunch at workplace. Trust me, it is business plan writing. Even while you are on desk working in your office, you can easily write a business plan 30 to 45 minutes. You are done. Then the next minute you spend the first minute on research. If you're already knowledgeable in that field, you spend the next 30 or 45 minutes on writing your first draft. Then after you settle down, do other stuff you need to do, let your brain calm down. Then you go over the business plan again. You review, you edit the grammatical errors or spelling errors that might be there. Then you look at it very well again. You begin to look at it, the business model. Is it all right? The go-to-market strategy. Will it suit this kind of business? Okay, the financial model. What is our exit plan? How sustainable is this? You begin to check all those stuff. So all these things will not hinder. If you're a civil servant, trust me, this is something you can do even while you are in office, right? Now let's move on. Now, what's the business plan? A business plan is a formal written document containing the goals of a business, the methods of attaining those goals, and the time frame for the goals. Now, in layman terms, if you have to ask me, like right now, Joseph Nemeka, what is business plan? Right? Okay, this is my name here. Look at the mouse here. My name is at the last side here of the slide. Now, I'll just tell you that okay, a business plan is more like bringing in sheets of papers like foolscap sheets and talking about every and dissecting your business ideas into section by section, making sure that this business will go in a way that will be successful, right? So because nobody wants to run a business that will fail, right? So you literally need to plan. You need to plan what your price will look like. You don't just start a business and slam a price on it because everybody is slamming a price on it. You don't start a business because everyone is doing it. You must have a reason. You must have a problem you are solving. So we'll get to that. Now, a term for now a business proposal is written for a prospective sponsor or business proposal are keys to a key step in complex sales processes. Now, let me break down one down. Writing a proposal, it means I'm requesting for something, and what I'm requesting for is related to business. Now, when I'm requesting for something, like there is a business proposal here, which I think I should show you guys. This was done yesterday. Okay, did I? Okay, okay. NEC proposals. Yeah, I'll show you one here. Okay, while still waiting for that one to open, just know that a business proposal means you are requesting for something that's related to business, and you don't just write it anyhow to whosoever you are requesting it for. It could be from an individual, it could be for a company, it could be from a politician, it could be from an investor, it could literally be from anybody. Anybody. And what are the things you ask for when it comes to business proposal? You can ask for money, you can ask for support, you can ask for collaboration. Like literally, there are a lot of things you can ask for in a business proposal, right? A lot of things a business proposal can be used for. But we all know that proposal is meant to ask for something. Now, a pitch deck. Pitch deck contains vital informations that you need to give to your investors. Now, a pitch deck is more like a business plan. It contains some details from your business plans, but it does not contain everything that is in your business plan. That means some parts of your business plan will exist in your pitch deck, while some parts will be cut off. Now, those parts that are in your pitch deck are more like the important parts that are needed. Now, pitch deck is basically requesting for money, nothing else. You're not requesting for sponsorship, support, collaboration. No, what you're requesting for is money, money from investors. Yeah, I know we have different type of investors, angel investors, venture capitalists, and the rest. But just know that all those investors, what you are requesting for them is money. Money to start a business. You want them to invest in your business. And when I mean investors, I don't mean Ponzi schemes, right? You want them to invest in your business. Okay, I want you to invest $35,000 in my business for a 12% share of my startup company. We want to invest $1 million in our company for a share of 5%. So don't be bothered about those percentage. They are the things you will learn in the training. So let me see if this proposal has opened. Well, okay, so this is what our proposal looks like. I'm not supposed to show this, it's confidential. Well, no, nothing spoiled. So here it is now. Um we are seeking for a collaboration, right? We want other people to collaborate with us and host this particular conference. So you can see now in this proposal, I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking with me on the business. You can see, you can see it could be different thing. This is a collaborative partnership with your community to host 3 days virtual program. That's all. Seeking for collaborative partnership with your community to host 3 days virtual training program. That's the purpose of this proposal. That's the purpose of this proposal. There is nothing else to add to that, right? So I'm thinking of showing you this particular page deck as well. So you can see that, yeah, they are all documents, but they are very different. So it's loading, right? Then a business plan. The business plan I have is not my own for now, so I won't be open. Business plan are highly confidential details, yeah. So I might not open any business plan for you at the moment. So now here's a pitch deck, right? Now look at this. It has different sections, right? Now here is where now funding request. Now imagine this. This is a demo pitch deck. Like for let's assume you are seeking for $1 million now. When giving $1 million in funding, it will be disbursed into marketing as we already have existing minimum viable products that are already market worthy. demand for them are high, a hot existing market, and market are viable and proven. You have to tell them, give them a reason why they should invest with you, right? And how much you need and the percentage they will get from their investment. So though this one does not include that one because this is like for the training purposes, right? So let's continue, right? Now, business planning in simple terms is the art of planning the all factors and analysis. Now, like I said, when I was giving um what's it called definition, and I think here it is. It means the all, which means what are the circumstances is that can come up, what are the challenges that can come up, and what are the factors that can make the business to be successful. What is a business proposal? Just for you to ask for help, and a pitch deck is a presentation slide for you to present to investors, right? Now, what is the importance? A pitch deck, it helps you to like when you approach investors, this is the best way for you to communicate with them is to use your pitch deck as a tool because it contains everything that you need to tell them. Like you can go if they ask me now all the time investor, you can go on and on and on and on and tell them different things. But with a pitch deck, it makes your work easier and it makes you much more smarter, right? Because you don't talk about unnecessary things. Pitch deck, it helps you focus on only the key things that are important. Now, why a proposal, yeah, detailed explanation of your goals, roadmap, and what you are trying to achieve with the person you are sending the proposal to. Now, the importance of a business plan is that it helps you to plan it when starting a new business. It helps you to prove that you are serious about the business. It helps you to establish that the milestones of the business, that is the things you have achieved so far, and like that. It helps you to understand your competitors, you that are already into that business. What are the things they are doing that are making them successful? Your competitors, people that are already doing that thing that you want to do. It helps you to understand people that will patronize you, either companies, individuals. You're able to understand them, so you don't just come up with unnecessary assumption and start initiating on them. It helps you to assess the feasibility. What is the possibility of this idea working? This revenue model. How are you so sure that it is the right one for your business at the moment? And your financial needs, it's how to reduce risk and mitigate risk. It forces you to research more and understand your market. If you are bringing in workers, you want people to work with you, you're able to dissect, okay, this is the kind of person I want at the moment. It's also able to attract investors. It helps you to position your brand, like a lot of things, even when it comes to your marketing plan, right? Now, okay, like it helps you to monitor your finances. It helps you to provide opportunities for unique partnership and investment. Now, let's do this. It gives you foundation that you need to make strong business decision, and it helps you, it boosts your growth both within and beyond your industry, right? Now, when we talk about smart, yeah, I know you must have asked things like smart goals. Smart goals. Smart goals simply means specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, timely. That is what we mean by smart goals. Now, whenever you are working on your business plan, pitch deck, proposal, you have to be specific. You must make sure that every promise you are making, every goal you are setting, it must be measurable, it must be realistic, the timely must be perfect. No, you cannot be perfect, but the timely must be logical, and it is something that must that like within all your capacity, considering all the factors, it is achievable within the time frame. You cannot say that you are new into business, you are also new into that sector, and you want to make $10 million in 6 months. It's not possible, right? So anything you want to do must be realistic. The mistakes people make when writing business plan is they talk about executive summaries, they mistakes these things for themselves, the vision and mission statement, size of their market, models, and rest. So now when we look at all these things, all these problems, they are what I have solved already. The things I have solved already in the training, right? So I solved all these things in the training. We talked about. So if you are going to get into this training, I'll show you how to pick the right revenue models for your business without getting confused, the right business model and the difference between a business model and a revenue model, how to size and evaluate your market, how to know your worth, in the market. You don't sell your company cheaply because you don't know your worth. So you need to understand the types of revenue models that are existing at the current moment, how to choose your right financial model, revenue streams, how to detect all these things, the players in your market, the stages, and the rest, how to get for funding, problems and services, all these things, you get them right in your training, and how you can make money from writing business plan for people, like different methods for you to do that. The tools that you basically need to start writing business plan are your laptop, your smartphone, internet connectivity, Google Documents, Canva, and Google Keep. All these tools, if you don't have a laptop, they are tools that I'm going to give you there that you can use with your phone and start writing business plan for clients. And funny enough, in this training, you are going to learn fundamentals of business plan writing, the principles that guide a business plan, how to write a business plan that is actionable, and how to write clear and cut strategies. In fact, I will give you software that all you need to do is type the category of the business you are doing. Like, okay, let's assume that you are into a food business, right? Now you are also putting the region where you are and the region where you intend to sell. Like let's assume that you are in West Africa and you intend to cover only Nigeria and Ghana at the moment. You input it, then then you also input the stage of your business. Like, okay, what you are still doing at the moment, it's an idea, or what you are doing at the moment, it's a business that you're already doing and you're already making profit, but you need an investor. This particular software, once you input all the necessary information that is required of you in this software. Inputting these information will not take you 2 minutes, and getting everything you need will also not take you a minute. So approximately using this software will not take you about 3 minutes, right? It brings out list of different investment companies that can invest in your company. It will bring up list of private investors that are ready to invest with you, and it will tell you the capacity of these people. So you go for the type of, like, it is more like you really want to pick the type of investors you want. They will tell you these investors invest, this person only invest $1 million for 30% of the business. This person only invest $30,000 for 10% of the business. So you look at all these factors and the ones you want, you go for them, right? One of the mistakes people make when they're writing their business plan, and this is one of the reasons why this training will be useful for you. They mistake vision, mission together. Now, what is your vision? Your vision is where you talk about the goals, the things you want to achieve. Take, for example, we hope to make and achieve quality education. We hope to we hope to we hope and set to make quality education freely available across Western Africa by the year 2023. This is just an example. I'm not saying it is a realistic goal because you might be watching this video in 2025, right? Now, your mission statement will not talk about how you intend to achieve it. How do you want to make free education, and how do you intend to make quality education free across Western Africa? You now say, okay, we can achieve this by bringing best user experience. Like, take for instance this Apple's example, by bringing in best experience to its customers through its innovative hardware. Okay, for this education stuff, we can say, we say to achieve this by allocating 30% of taxpayers' money to education and making everybody in the education sector accountable and making the disbursement of funds transparent. So you can see there are different ways to do this. That's just example of your vision and mission statement, or the things that are easily misunderstood in business plan and proposal writing. About the overview when it comes to business plan, proposal, and pitch deck, that is the executive summary. In your business plan, you talk about your business name, tagline, mission, and vision statement. They talk about your core values. Now, in proposal, what you talk about in your proposal when it comes to executive summary is the purpose. Why, that is, why are you writing this proposal to me? That is what you put in the executive summary of the proposal. Like the one I showed you here, right? Like the one I showed you here, as you can see in this proposal, the executive summary, we said we are seeking for a collaborative partnership with your community to host 3 days virtual training program. Then in other parts, that's where you can go into details and the rest. But in this executive summary, state the purpose of this proposal. State why you are writing a proposal to me. State why you are writing a proposal to my company. That is what you will include in your executive summary of your proposal. But executive summary of your business plan will only contain your business name, tagline, vision, and mission statement. While in your pitch deck, slightly the same as your business plan. Now, keep it in mind that this is the first impression. They say first impression lasts long, right? And some people do not erase first impression on their mind. So after looking over your executive summary, your target reader is either going to throw away your business plan or they will keep reading, because once I've already read your executive summary, let's assume you send me a proposal and I've read your executive summary that what you're seeking for is a collaborative partnership, and I'm not open to a partnership at the moment. I will just dump it aside, or I'll just reply your email without going through other details. I'll just tell you, hello, James, I'm sorry, I will not be able to, or we are already booked up for the year, and we will not be able to accept any other collaborative partnership. We hope and wish this can happen next year. Thank you very much and have a blessed day. They will just send you that kind of message. Most times they don't go through all your stuff. That is why executive summary has to be there. Executive summary, they look at it and they know what you are into. So for instance, now if you send me a pitch deck, right? Let's assume I'm an investor and you sent me a pitch deck. So this is my executive summary. Now, executive summary in this overview, I say it's an online education platform. There are some investors, they only invest in the beauty sector, beauty and cosmetic sector. So once they look at it like this, it's an online education platform and they're not interested in it, they will just throw it off. They just send an email. Sorry, unfortunately, I will not be able to look into anything that relates with education at the moment. I focus only on food and nutrition. Sure, you get the point. They will just reply you instantly. They will not bother themselves going through other details of your, the same way it is in your CV when you're writing a CV or you're submitting a resume. That is the same way it applies to business plan and proposal. So in this your overview, they already know, they want to know what you are into. So don't waste their time. Sure, you get the point. Don't waste their time. And some people, they might want to invest into the education sector, but the kind of education sector they want to invest into is K-12 education sector. They want an education sector that has a physical, like a physical headquarter. They want a physical stuff, something like a school, a college where people are gathered and learning different innovative stuff, not an online platform. Sure, you get. So once they already say this education type is an online platform stuff, they will tell you they're not interested. So it saves them time, and also don't waste their time. If you really want them to listen to you next time, don't waste their time, right? So I guess with that, you are now able to know the importance of an executive summary and how people mistake it. So please, when you're writing your business proposal, if you go online now, you check Google, you see these things, they are mixed up. This is why I did this video, because you need to know the differences. In your proposal, you talk about the purpose of writing that proposal in your executive summary, right? While in your business plan, you talk about your business name, tagline, vision, mission, and other core values and your core values. Let me show you this. I don't know. If I didn't see it, I will just move on. But if I see it, I'll show you. So it's loading. So let's now this is a business plan, right? Now, yeah, I told you that the business plan is slightly the same. The executive summary is slightly the same as that of a page deck. Now look at this. iOS logistics, making product distribution seamless across Africa. Like I said here, here it is. Okay, you talk about your business name, your tagline. So this is the business name. They considered. Okay, I noticed I've been talking and I was on pause. So I literally can't say where I stopped, but I'll start from here again. So I guess it was the place where I paused the recording. But anyway, I'll start from here. So when people talk about I have a business idea and this and that, how are they able to know the what? Because oftentimes we see it when we go for accelerator, boot camps, launchpad, when we go for marketing conferences, startup seminars, and when we are in gatherings like that, people talk about, well, according to statistics, the global market of digital content creation is worth $2 trillion. and the Western market alone itself is worth $58 billion. So when you are making these exotic and exaggerated figures, the question is, yes, these platforms you are quoting, they are they are credible platforms with reputations in that sector of providing statistics. But my own problem with them is, how are you able to know, like, since you do not know these factors these people are using to generate these numbers, then I think it's also a risk to follow their numbers blindly, because if I'm to follow your statistics, then I should know how you come up with this figure. And that is one thing that makes most entrepreneurs in Africa, they feel like, how should I put it? Probably that they have a spiritual problem. You don't have a spiritual problem. The only problem you have is you have a problem with fundamentals, because you neglect the most basic things. You think they are not necessary, they are not worth it. Since I can get my statistics online, why should I spend time making my own statistics and calculation? Because some investors will ask you, how are you able to come up with $345 million as your service addressable market? So because they want to invest with you, because sizing your market, knowing the worth of your market means this market is a profitable market. So the question is, that means they will ask you, like, why should they invest with you? Or how are you sure that this your business idea is a problem? Even if they know, they want to be sure that you know what you are talking about. They ask you, how are you sure that this business idea is something that is profitable, that you want me to invest my money into? So, and you start telling them according to market and market research. No. How are you able to come up with your own statistics? So in this training, I'm going to teach you how to come up with total addressable market, how to come up with service addressable market, and how to come up with service obtainable market. Now, when we talk about total addressable market means your whole target region and industry. Now, let's say the whole fashion industry in West Africa. What's the worth? Now, let's say the worth of everything is $720 million per year, in a year. Now, service addressable market means, what to get your service addressable market, you have to do this. What sector of fashion are you into? These are just examples now. Now you can say, okay, in fashion, I am into um which one? Let's say manicure and pedicure, right? Or let us say you are into sales of acrylic nails. So, okay, if you're into sales of acrylic nails, and what's your target market? Your target market is Nigeria. Now you get the figures of your estimated customers in Nigeria. That is, let's say your estimated market of customers in Nigeria is 34 thousand women. 34 million. Nigeria is a population of 211. Let's just say 34,000 women. Just this is just for teaching purposes, right? So 34,000 women, and how do you get your figures into a currency now? 34,000 women. How much do you charge for your acrylic nail services? So if you charge let's say 30,000 naira to fix acrylic nails. Don't say, it's not up to that, I know. But there are some places, some luxurious centers that charge 30,000 naira. So let's just say I'm running a luxury acrylic center, and my target people that can afford 30,000 naira is 30,000 people. So we can say equals to 900 million naira. So that is my service addressable market. So that's my service addressable market. Now, if that's my service addressable market. Now, to get my service obtainable market, which means how many percentage of that market share do I want to get? If the percentage of my market share, the market share that I want to get is 30% market share, then I will now do it this way. What is the 30% of the service addressable market? Which is exactly meaning, what is the 30% of 900 million naira? Then that will give us our service obtainable market. I hope that is clear, right? Yeah, that is how you do all these calculations. In the main training, I made a post on Facebook, and I addressed this issue. This issue is what is affecting some people. When I'm working with clients and I tell them, and I ask them, what's your business model? They will tell me, well, we are using is it Uber or Uber? Anyone? We are using Uber business model. And I was like, Uber itself has its own business model. What is the business model of Uber? We just say, I know you run your business the way Uber runs their business. But what exactly is their business model? Take for instance, Google itself, they have a business model. So don't say we are running a Google business model. We are running Facebook business model. No. Google business model is freemium. Sorry. Google business model is they have different target market under them. So their market is wide. They more like we say they run all the business models combined together. But now let's do this. A business model is the way and operational route a company is adopting to identify resources. That means the way you identify resources in the market. And when we talk about resources, resources could be money, it could be instruments, it could be machines, resources could be talent. And when I talk about talent, I talk about human beings, employees, employers, the people you are going to employ, rather your staffs, and what else? The people you're going to partner with, more like in business development. So how you identify resources, the value market, your target audience, and how you deliver them. That is your business model. How do you deliver results? Take for instance, we are selling a digital product. Some people deliver their digital product on when you pay for it, you get it instantly on your landing page. Our own, we have a dashboard. You can log in and watch your course anytime. So there are some people when they you pay for their digital products, they you receive an email telling you, you have access to it on a Google Drive platform. So people use different approaches, right? So that is what we call delivery process. So that is part of the business model. Our own is we deliver to you on a dashboard where you log in and you watch it. Now we have different types of business models. Business to business, that is a business, that is a company doing business with another business owner. You take for instance in the business model that I sent here, in the business model that we are sending here, we are not sending it to individuals. We are sending it to organizations. Take for instance, this is 𝗕cie community. They might accept it, they might not accept it. But this is what we call business to business partnership. So the model here is business to business. Sure you get because 𝗕cie media is a business of its own, right? And they are not the only one we are sending the proposals to, right? Then business to customers, you buy team milk like we have what we call scale of distribution, right? Which they must have taught you in your junior high school. That's in SS3. You have producer, wholesaler, producer, distributor, wholesaler, retailer, and consumer. Now you as a consumer, you are a customer. When you buy, you are buying from a business person. So this is business to customers. Now, as a business person, your product you are selling directly to customers or business to customers. That is, you sell your product or your service to a business who then sells it to a customer. Or you sell your business or you service both people, you service both businesses and you also service customers. There's nothing bad about that. You service you are a consumer, you are serving a consumer, or you are a consumer, you are serving businesses. So you get now there are also some business models that I didn't include, which they are rare. Like take for instance, we have B2G. B2G is business to government. B2B, B2C, B2B, B2C, B2C, B2B, B2C, C2C, and B to G. From a business person, you are running a business to a government. Let's take for instance, you are a business person and you have some sort of partnership whereby government buys something from probably government buys fertilizer from you to use on their farm, or probably government buys oil from you. I don't just know, just any kind of stuff. Government can buy any kind of stuff from you. So that is business to government. Or maybe let's take for instance, you run a social media platform and you run the service you render, you only render it to government, government from different part of the world. So like that, and that. Then we can say this. Let's look at this. Then revenue model. Revenue model means how you intend to make money from your business. What type of model do you want to use? Now, razor blade model. This is razor blade model. Here is how it got its name. Now, let me give you this explanation before I go into details. When I was in Abuja, um, there was a day I wanted to buy a new mouse for my with my laptop. That is laptop mouse. So I said, okay, I've been using wired mouse for a very long time since I've been using laptop. I've been using computers. Let me try this wireless mouse. I really don't fancy ideas of wireless, and it's not that expensive, something I can afford. But when I checked, I asked them, wait, How do I charge it? He said no, it uses battery. So now here it is. I am buying the mouse for 1,000 naira, but I will keep on buying battery over and over again. In economics, we call it recurring fees. Something you have to pay for every week or every month. It's more like your water bill, your NEPA bill, and the rest. They are recurring charges. So they are like a razor blade model. Now, this razor blade model, here is where it got its name, razor blade model. Back in the olden days when technology was still coming up and inventions were still coming up. Now, when you buy a razor stick, you get a free blade, right? But you know a blade is a blade. It will become dull at a point in time. So when it becomes dull, now these blades they are detachable. You can remove them. So once this blade is dull, you have to buy another blade and fix it for you to continue. So that means you have the stick, but the blade is dull. That means you keep on buying blade every time you need it. You buy blade, and buy blade over and over again. Now, take for instance, let's assume you have a company. The name of your company is BMN. You produce razor blade. Now, when you produce razor blade, you know that you are not the only one producing razor blade, right? You are not the only one producing razor blade, but because you want to use a razor blade model, now you produce a now, although we know that we have razor blades that we have all this, like take for instance shaving sticks, right? We have shaving sticks that once you've used them, you throw them away, you dispose them. And we have the ones that you can open them, change their blades, right? Now, BMN, you now, Mr. Whatever is your name. Let's assume your name is Mr. Richard, and you are the owner of BMN blade production company. Now, when you produce these razor blade sticks that are detachable, right? You you produce another set of blade that can only work for that your razor blade stick. So that means if I buy this your razor blade stick, you know I can buy another brand of razor blade and fix to it once the blade is over. But because you want them to keep patronizing your own brand, you have to do that your blade in a different way. Probably the size of the hole where you will fix, and when you detach it and you want to refix another blade, maybe you will do the size of the hole. Maybe you have to do it in a different way or in a different shape whereby other blades company, their own will not fit into your razor blade stick. So that means once the blade of my shaving stick is dull and I want to get another blade, I will have to look for that brand of your own. That means I bought your stick, I have that stick with me, but I will keep on buying your blade over and over again, because if I buy a blade from another company, I will not be able to use it on my shaving stick. So that means you keep on making money from one single person. That means you can make your shaving stick very cheap, while the blade is the main product. So now in that process, we have what we call oasis and cash flow products. Now let's say your shaving stick could be $1. That's $1. And when they look at it, everybody will jump on it. Let's assume that the regular price of a shaving stick in the market is $10, right? The regular price of a shaving stick in the market is $10. Now, your own razor blade stick, you are selling it for, let's say, $3. It's cheap, thick, and stronger than others, right? Also detachable. They can change their blades. That means it's detachable. Nobody will see that for $3 and they won't buy it. They will definitely buy it. They will not go for the one of $10 that is not detachable and it's also not strong, right? Now, that $3 is not the main thing. $3 is you might not even make any profit selling the sticks, but the profit you will make comes from the blade, because when I've bought the stick and the blade that comes with it is already dull, I have to buy another blade to enable me to continue using that stick. You get my point, right? So now the blade might be at a regular price, so you continue making money because you are forcing them to come back and buy from you again, because if they buy another blade from another blade brand, it will not size into your own shaving stick. You've shaped your own shaving stick in a different way and your blade in a different way. Whereby, look at Gillette's blade, it has a different shape. Look at Tiger Razor blade, it has a different shape. So do you think they just have those different shapes? Obviously not. So you made it that your own blade has a different shape whereby it will not stick. So now another company that use this model is HP computers. Now it's not on their computer that they are using this model. They use it on their printer. Now assume you buy HP printer. You buy an HP printer, let's say for about $25. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Let's say a good price, right? But that's not it, because for you to continue using the printer, you have to refill. You have to buy ink. Once your ink has finished, you have to buy another ink. So you have to buy another ink from them. That is, you keep on buying from the same company. You can see the only product you bought from them with initially with what you have in mind is to buy a printer from them. But since you bought the printer and you now out of ink, you will have no choice than to buy another ink. And the funniest part is some of these brands, they made their product in a way whereby you cannot use a ink from another brand for their own printer. It will not work. It will not work perfectly. So you have to stick with buying from them. Or maybe their own is even of quality and also cheaper. So they've sold the printer for you at a cheaper price, but their profit will come back later to them by selling the ink to you. So now in this process, what we call these two products, now we have two products: the printer that you bought at that they're not making profits from, and the ink that you will continually, repeatedly buying from them, that will give them profit over and over again, even times 10 of what they will intend to make from the printer. Now, in this kind of process, the printer and the shaving stick, they are called Oasis products. Why the blade that you have to keep on buying from them, the ink that you have to keep on buying from the company, is called the cash cow product. Is the one that gives them money. Why the Oasis, they might not even make a profit on it, even in 20 years, they will keep on producing it without making profit. But the blade you are buying from them is giving them more than 40% profit that they should be getting from the. So they are not making any loss. Okay. So when you look at it statistically, they are not making loss. Though statistics might show that they are making loss by not making profit from the shaving stick and from the printer. But from what you are buying from them, that you will continue to buy for even for the next 10, 20 years, they are making extra profit from you as expected than if they are selling it together. Sure, you get the point. Another company that use this razor blade model is iPhone. That's Apple company. You have to subscribe to iCloud, you subscribe to iTunes Store and the rest. You subscribe to their store as well. So all these subscriptions, they are more like a razor blade model. Now, subscription based model is also a good way of making money over and over from one single customer. Take for instance DSTV. DSTV sells their decoder for you at about a rate of about actually $10 to $15. But you have to continue to subscribe for you to be able to watch programs. And now they have different subscription packages. Maybe the first subscription package might give you ten program shows. The next one might give you about 20 programs, and the third one might give you about almost all the programs. So you can do a month subscription, 2 month subscription for package one, package two, package three, like that and like that. Then the freemium model. Now, in this freemium model, it's a popular business model, but a lot of people are not aware about it. They say once you are getting a product for free, then you become the product. Take for instance, Google does not charge anybody money. I hope you are aware of that. But they are the richest company in the world. How are they making their money? Because they have a business model that is called freemium. You create a Gmail account for free. Google Keep for free. Google Slides for free. Google Documents for free. You use YouTube for free. Google is one of YouTube. You use YouTube for free. You use all their products. You use Google Calendar. You use Google Alarm. You use Google To Do List, Google Tasks, Google Developers app. Everything is for free, right? But there's a way they make their money. They make their money by selling your data to advertisers on AdWords. So that's how they make money. So they use your data to make money. So you are using their product for free by exchanging your data with them. Sure, you get my point. Now, channel sales. Now, let's leave this. Channel sales is more like you using a third party marketplace Take for instance, if you sell physical products in Africa, I'm sure you must be aware of Jumia. Jumia is a big store, it's a big online platform in Africa. Just the way we have Amazon in the Western countries like United States, Amazon, right? So now let's take for instance, you are selling your product on either Jumia or Amazon. You are not the owner of Jumia, you are not the owner of Amazon. It's a third-party marketplace. So these are what we call channel sales model. The how do you intend to drive sales for your stuff? By selling on Jumia, by selling on Amazon. I think there's also what we call have FBA in the United States. So it's an Amazon program, right? Whereby you can make money. Now, pay as you go is a very common business model. You pay for a product and you get it instantly. You go to the market, you go to the shopping mall, you go to a shopping center, whatever it is. You pay for a bottle of water and you get it from them instantly. This is the most common business model. You pay for a car and you pick it up. You get my point. You go to the market, you pay for sandwich, you pay for pizza, and you pick it up. This is the most common business model. It is called transactional model. Pay as you go, right? Then we have retail sales, we have installment, leasing, renting, and the rest. So installment installment is like mortgage, right? It's like mortgage. You buy a house of 775 million naira and you pay 10 million naira. Then they allow you to start using it. That's mortgage. Then for the next 15 years, you pay, let's say you pay maybe 25,000 naira per month for the next 15 years. Then after 15 years, the house becomes fully yours. That's mortgage. In installment, take for instance, I think it was in 2019 now, right? I lost my phone. So I needed to get back on online and start doing my business because then I was also still in school then. So in 2019, my brother lost my phone. So I wanted to no, I think he lost my phone in 2018 at the December. Yeah. So now 2019, I need to continue with my work. So what I did was I went to a store in 𝗵𝘂𝗹𝗀𝗃, Ogun State, Nigeria, precisely. I've been hearing that they had adverts on a lot on radio because in Ogun State we listen to radio a lot. Even if you don't listen to radio, even if you don't have radio, you'll be forced to listen to it because we have a lot of old people in that area. Like you see people, your neighbor, the four houses surrounding you, we have old men there playing their radio. Even people that are not old, they are playing radio in their car. They open their door there, so you are forced to listen to radio by all means. So that's how it is in where I grew up. So we do hear adverts. We know this advert on our head. So there's this particular advert we always hear. I've forgotten their name, the name of the store. Okay, the name of the store is 𝗕ci. 𝗕ci. It's at Okelewo, close to OPIC, Ogun State Property and Investment Corporation Center. So I do hear that advert. They talk about you can buy a phone from them on installment pay. When your payment is complete, you can come and pick it up. So I went there. I think I made a payment of 15,000 naira first that time. Yeah, it was either 15,000 or 16,000 naira. So later on, I left Ogun State. So I sent the money to my mom. She went to do the verification. So they collected my name. They have a logbook. I think they also have an online I think they also have a digital platform like that where they input all this stuff on a computer. But it was also in a logbook. So they did everything. They collected my name. They asked me the kind of phone I wanted to buy. I told them the model and the brand I wanted to buy. I wanted to purchase. They told me the price. I checked different phones. I was allowed to test them. So when I was satisfied, they wrote down the details of the phone I want, the details of the phone I wanted, the price I brought. They wrote it down, how much is left, and my name. And I think they inputted it into some software as well. So they gave me a receipt of my first payment. So once I'm done with the payment, I will get the phone. And yeah, I was not in Ogun State after then. I left quite early around in that 2019. I left before even middle of the year. So my mom was the one that went to complete the payment. I sent money to her and they went there, they got the stuff on my behalf and like that. So that's an installment kind of stuff. So in online business, we also use installment, but although I do it in a quite different way. Let's assume that let me put it this way. I have a training that is about the price of 150,000 naira, and maybe you can't afford 150,000 naira, but you want to get access to it. So here's what I do: 150,000 naira. If you want to pay twice, that is 75,000 naira, right? So I can change it to, okay, you pay 80,000 naira twice. Because I'm going to be taxed. If you're paying twice, that means I'm getting taxed 2 times for your payment. And then I also pay for VAT, I'll also pay for bank transaction. So that's why I do 80,000 naira twice. At the end of the day, you are giving your customers the option to be able to pay twice. But in this time, they are paying 8,000 naira with an extra of 10,000 naira installment, right? Leasing has to do with real estate. Leasing and renting has to do with items, physical items. Mm-hmm. Subscription model. For subscription model, take for instance, we have 𝗕𝗂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀school, www.cryptohq.school. It's an online learning platform as well where they train on cryptocurrency, but it's on subscription. You have to subscribe to the training, 3 month subscription. You have access to the training. If after that 3 months you didn't watch the training, that one is your own cup of tea. It's automatic. Your subscription is over. It's like GoTV. Once the subscription is over, it stops showing, it stops giving you programs. It's like TV decoding stops. So that subscription model, ad-based model. I think in this ad-based model, Google also use it. Mhm. This ad-based model is common within bloggers. Let's assume that you have a blog. One of the ways you can generate revenue for a business is allow people to place adverts on your platform, and you are charging them ad based. So as a business person, there are different revenue models you can use to make money from your business. So that is what we call where we now have to come to revenue streams. Did I include revenue? So revenue streams means how many ways do you choose to generate revenue? In simple grammar, yeah, I said in simple grammar, it means how many ways can your business make money, or what are the things that we can give to the market that brings us money? What are the things that can make our business make money in more than 2 ways? So let's assume that I'm a blogger now. What are the ways that I can make money? First of all, I can make money as a blogger by ad-based model, right? I allow you to place adverts on my platforms, on my sidebar and on the top bar, in content ads. I can allow you to do all this stuff. Also, another ad-based model, I can use ad networks like Google AdSense, 𝗕ecie AdSense, and the rest. So this reality licensing and franchise, well, we'll go into that one later. You can start just online. This reality-based model, what is it called? It's mostly work for artistic stuff like movies, book, novels. I'm an author on Amazon, so I have books on Amazon. So if you read my books on Amazon, even if you didn't buy it, if you read my books, Amazon will give me some royalty charges. They will pay me on royalty base. So you get licensing and franchise. Take for instance, the most common companies that have franchise is KFC. So KFC is like, here's how franchise work. You can also include it for a business. Let's assume you have a successful brand. Now, let's assume that I want to start a restaurant now. Starting a restaurant when it's a new restaurant, there is no brand name, and I need to get a lot of customers to patronize me. Mm-hmm. I have to spend on marketing budget, pay for influencer, buy shop. So if it is franchise, imagine if I start a restaurant, and the name of the restaurant, if I start a food chain outlet, it is written on it KFC. People will believe it is the original KFC, right? So, but you can't do this because you'll be charged for what's it called? You'll be charged for should I say plagiarism? It's not plagiarism. You'll be charged for trademark and copyright stuffs for what's it called? There's a particular business term for impersonation of a business brand. So in order not to be charged for that, you go and make this brand. You go and make KFC. KFC. Hey, Mr. KFC. see, I want to start an outlet like your own. So I want to use your name, the name of your brand, your color, your brand identity. I want to use everything. So they will tell you, okay, this is our franchise policies. They will give you some documents to go through. If you are comfortable with it, then you sign. Now, those documents and signing is not free. They are going to charge you. You have to pay for it. So imagine you are starting a brand that is KFC. People will rush to you because they believe it is the original KFC. Now, you are making your money instead of starting as a new brand with no name that people will barely branch. So so you can start a brand when you are big enough. You can decide to say that, okay, since you are already big, let us start giving out franchise. Let people start using our brand name and make money. Then we also make money from them. Sure, you get. So all these ones, a lot of business revenue models. So revenue streams means different ways your business can make money. Okay, take for instance, in the Maker Business College, here are the different revenue streams we can use. We can offer subscription, community subscription. Let's say we can start a community now. It's okay, 3 months community for subscribe for 3 months, and you get training every day on sales and marketing. If you're a small business owner, right? We sell ebooks, we sell video trainings, we have worksheets. Even in this training, there are worksheets for you. So we can sell all these stuffs, right? We can sell templates. That means we have different revenue streams to make money from it. So the more revenue streams we have, the more it's also easier for what's it called? For investors to invest with your business. You have to understand that. The more easier for investors to invest in your business. So we have pay as you go, premium, subscription based, installment, leasing, renting, affiliate commission, and the rest. So in your financial model is the process of creating a summary of your, like, that is how you look into your income and expenditure in a spreadsheet. So the people that handle these stuff are mostly the executives, more like the directors of your company, general managers, CFO, your chief financial officer, your those people in that department. Now, in every market there are players, and you need to understand your players if you want to get things right. Now let's talk about these players. You must have had people say, hey, I want to make call with my client, I want to talk with my partner, I want to talk with my customers. You get stuff like that, right? I want to talk with my and the rest. Now, when we talk about players, who are prospects? Prospects that maybe someone message you and they say, hey, hello, Mr. Bamiche, I want to buy a generator plant from you. So I want to buy. Or please, can you indulge me? How does your consulting service work? You get, these people are prospects. They've shown interest in your business offers, in your offerings, but they are yet to exercise their purchasing power, which means they've not paid for any of your service before. That means they are prospects. We can call them now. When we talk about prospects, that means they have shown interest. Now they cannot come into category of a prospective customer or a prospective client. But what we but if you want to say, but if you just say prospect, which means either in your product or services, you can. There are some people they are into the two. They offer product and they also sell services. Here you get. So now customers are people that patronize you. If what you sell is a physical product, the people that patronize you will be called customers. If what you offer is service, then what you get is client. If you are a lawyer, what you get is client. Real estate person, client, customers. Now, partners are people you get mostly when you deal with proposals. Take for instance, this iOS logistics that I showed you now. Majority of the people that will be that they have to fall into category of partners, because if you partner with a company to provide logistics stuff, you say, one of our partners just called us. Sure, you get the point. One of our partners is requesting to schedule a meeting with us. So this happens when you are working in a B2B sector. Yes, B2B sector. That's where you mostly find partners, right? Or and a partner could also be someone that you come together to start a business venture. Maybe your co-founder. You can also call him your partner. But most the partner is in B2B, when two business entities come together to offer services to each other. They are partners. iOS Logistics providing a logistics service for, let's say, for Tesla. So they will say they provide logistics service for Tesla. They provide logistics service for Mercedes Benz. So Tesla and Mercedes Benz, they are business partners to iOS Logistics. Those are not what they do. I'm just using as an example, right? So they are business partners to them. Now we have different stages. You have idea stage. That is when you get. That is when the idea of the business struck you for the first time, and you are yet to like get a full clarity of what it is. Now, yeah, look at this, my mouse. We have research and validation stage. When you have an idea, you have to make research on it to see if this idea is valid, if it's something that can bring in money. Then, if it is, if you've been able to verify that, yeah, this is a viable idea, then you have to take it to a development stage. Start gathering data, start trying to work on your first product, on your first solution. Sure you get. Now, under these stages, we have PMF and MVP, product market fit and minimum viable product. Now, when you are working on your idea, PMF, when you talk about PMF, it's more like a checklist to say, okay, this product has met all requirements, which means if it enters the market, people are going to rush this product. It is going to sell like crazy. If we take in 3,000 units, we will finish selling it. So PMF means this product has met all requirements and it is ready for use. It has, you've tested it, it has, so you get the point. That's what PMF means. But when you talk about minimum viable product could be your first product. So you get your first product, it might still be a product in development, but it is okay. It can give results. That means it is open to more and more updates. It is open to more development. That is an MVP. Now, that is not the only definition of MVP. Let's take for instance, if you are in startup entrepreneurship now, you have created a product. Now, that your MVP, if you have been able to sell that product to about two customers, that means those when we say you now have a database of paying customers, that means your traction means you have two customers. But if you want to claim, if you want to say your MVP is strong, then you should start saying you have 1,000 buyers, 1,000 purchases, 2,000, 3,000 purchases. That's why you can say this product is a minimum viable product. Yeah. So in this stage, you have to do market testing. You have to test this product. When you are testing this product, when you are selling this product, create a platform for feedback. Ask people, did you like the product? Did it go very well? Did it disturb you? Okay, okay, even if you like it, where are the areas you want us to improve, or what are the things you feel like we should improve? And now, when you get this feedback, you gather them, analyze these stuff, and you use them to improve on your product, right? You use them to improve on your product. Then, in your launching stage, it means you have sold this product in a beta test, probably software, it could be a software, it could be a physical product, and it has made a lot of people satisfaction. Now you are ready to launch. Even this launching, we have different launching stage. We have pre-launch, we have launching, then we have post launch. So now then we have funding stage. Maybe you want to request for funding now. We have pre-seed. That is maybe when you are seeing your idea stage or when you are seeing your MVP stage. You have pre-seed. Then we have seed funding and we have series funding and the rest. So now let's take a look at the definition. Is the earliest funding. So in pre-seed, it is the earliest funding that a startups get to validate that. So most times when you get this funding stuff, it's more like to test your idea, to increase demand for the product and to get your customer base, kind of stuff like that. Why seed funding typically represent the first official money that you get from a venture platform. So you get. So yeah, that's it. And series funding most times is mostly for expansion. Let's say your market was only before your market is only within Abuja, then you want to expand to Lagos, or probably you are in Lagos and Abuja, you want to cover the whole of Nigeria, you want to expand. So those are series funding, or maybe from Nigeria, you want to expand into Ghana, Kenya, Rwanda. So those are what series fundings are usually used for. Expansion, you want to do research. There's a particular research you want to do. So if you have good results from that, you use the data and result from that research to improve on your product or on your company's whatsoever. So those are what series funding are for. You can use it for to expand your marketing, to expand your reach, expansion, get a new office, build your own office headquarter, have your own lab, and all those kind of stuff, and for many other reasons. So problems. One of the problems mistake people also make when writing business plan and proposal is they start a business without a problem. Yeah, when you look at some businesses, it is a regular day-to-day business that everybody do. But if you want to be successful and you don't want to be like the regular person in that business, you must have a particular problem you want to solve. Even if it is a problem others are already solving, you need to be aware of that particular problem. When you see some people, they come up, they say, "What business are you doing?" I mean, start with that. Yes, yes, we know the business you are doing is what everybody does. But for you, what problem are you solving? Are you aware that you are solving a problem, or you are just doing it the way others are? Because if you are doing it the way others are doing it, you will remain average like others. Your result will not grow. Just average like others. So you need to be aware that of the problem, even if it's not a new problem, even if it's not a unique one, if it's a day-to-day problem that people are already into, just be aware of that problem in the first place. So you get the point. Be aware of that problem in the first place. It shows how serious you are. Then when it comes to solution, once you are aware that it will definitely make you start thinking of a different way. So and when you are thinking of solution, simplicity is very important. Now there was this story I read where they said a manufacturing company, they discovered that once they package their product and they move to the market, people always return empty cartons. That is what in the process of loading, they load empty cartons. So they want to be able to detect the cartons that are not filled, that are empty. So at the loading stage, some they spent millions of dollars inventing a machine that will scan the cartons, and it will tell if this carton is empty. So they'll just remove it and know that there is nothing in this carton, although it has been sealed, there's nothing in it. And yeah, that is good. They were able to solve that problem. But here was the other side of the story. It happened to another Indian company, and for the Indian company to solve it, here was what they did. They got two giant standing fan. They put it at the end of the loading stop. So once these cartons are rolling down from the machines, once they get to the point of this standing fans, the breeze from the standing fan, it will blow up, it can blow up an empty carton. But a carton that is filled up will not be blown away. So once the fan blows up the empty carton, the only that one is empty, it does not go into offloading. Shall you get the point? So with just two giant standing fan, they were able to solve that problem. Then they didn't have to spend millions trying to build a machine that can detect if a carton. So you can see two different companies having the same problem, but they use different approach to solve. So once you are having a solution, trying to build a solution, always put at the back of your mind like simplicity. Remove imposters. I always say that two type of syndrome that affect entrepreneurs, and if you're not careful, it will kill you. Imposter syndrome and perfectionism. You want to be perfect, and there's one thing I called again. I forgot the other one, but just those two syndromes, trying to be perfect and I forgotten the other one. Now, in your product and services, make sure that okay, now when you talk about product and services, the mistake you make is product are physical stuff that you can touch: a cup, a knife, a bucket, a machine, a robot, a whatever that you can touch, something physical is a product. Service are what you can see, like hiring a lawyer. A lawyer provides a legal service for you. You can't see it, but you can feel it. I mean, know that they are doing their work. Someone helps you to do your social media advertising. It's a service product. So don't, when you're writing your business plan, your pitch deck, whatever, don't use the term product when you're supposed to use the term service. Don't mistake them together. Don't mistake client for what's it called, for customer. Don't mistake partner for client. Don't mistake client for prospect. Don't mistake idea stage, development stage, research stage together. Your market testing, MVP and PMF, you don't mistake them. Seed funding, pre-seed funding, don't mistake all these things together. Problem and solution, be clear of that. Product and services, be clear on that. Now the next one is, how do you make money from writing business plan and pitch deck? Now we have writing agencies, right? You can start up a writing agency whereby people hire your agency to write business plan for them. You can freelance. When I talk about freelancing, okay, there is no network here. I will have, and my battery is low. I will have opened Upwork for you. On Upwork is a market. People from different countries, they come to that platform. They will just post it. That's what they will do. It's not a social media platform. is a platform where you get job, where you get clients. They will post it. Let me try and connect. If I'll be okay. Let me scroll here. I think I have a screenshot here. So yeah, someone is looking for an expert that can create a brand. They will just tell you that okay, I need someone to create a business plan for my kitchen business. Okay, I want to start a lobbying service. I need someone to create a business plan for me, and I'm willing to pay $250. Okay, I want someone to review and rewrite our business plan for our IT company. We are willing to pay $2,000. Like that and like that. That is what on Upwork, right? So you can make money as a freelancer on Upwork, Fiverr. There are a lot of freelancing. There are more than 1,000 freelancing platforms. So you can choose any of the freelancing platforms to make money from them. So you get. You can become a service provider, help people to write their business plan, review their business plan for them, look into their business plan. You can companies can hire you as a business developer. And come on, as a business developer, let me tell you, you can make 250,000 naira in salary. Like in Nigeria, 250,000 naira in salary is actually big because the minimum wage here is 25 to 30,000 naira. And teachers are paid 25,000 naira, 15,000 naira. So as a business developer in Nigeria, you can work remotely. Or if you are working remotely, that means you are working from home. You can work for about 5 companies. If you are earning 250,000 naira per month, that's a million naira. And it's not that you'll be working every time. You can become a consultant for small businesses. You can create templates. Now in terms of templates, there was a lawyer that was discussing with me. He wants to create templates for small businesses on necessary documents businesses need to have. Like take for instance NDA, non-disclosure agreement, all those kind of stuff. He wants a non-competitive agreement. He wants to create templates so that he can sell. When you're a business owner, you buy those kind of templates, it will be easier for you to do some stuff instead of hiring a lawyer. You can create your own digital book. That means you can create an ebook on business plan. You can create an ebook on any areas of this stuff. Or if you see any problem in the business plan sector, people will begin to they'll pay you as a speaker. I've gotten invitations to come back to Abuja and speak, but at the moment I don't have the time. So once I'm planning to go back to Abuja. So and the rest like that, you get invitations to speak as a speaker in online programs, physical gatherings, and the rest. So to access this particular training, that's the old training, you need a laptop, which I say it is optional. But for you to be successful, you can actually use a smartphone. But laptop is optional. It's not compulsory, but it is optional. But you also know that if you have a laptop, it's a good deal, right? You need to be in a place where you have network, internet connection, Google Documents, Canva, and Google Keep Notes. All these tools they are free. Google Documents, Canva, and Keep Notes. Though Canva has premium version, you don't need the premium version. I will teach you everything and how to use it. Now, all these tools you are going to use are free. You are not paying for any other thing immediately after this training. You're not buying any software. If you're thinking of you're buying, yeah, there are softwares out there that you can use to write business plan like VSI and 𝗲𝘵 and the rest, Panda Docs and the rest, but no, you don't need them. Google Documents, you can use the Google document on your phone, Google Keep and the rest. So I will teach you the ways you can go about these ones. Then in the training, I'm going to teach you. I've said this one before, right? How to write business plan, proposals. I'll teach you how to draft one. I'll teach you how to create a smart goal. Every section, every detail from point one to point B of your business plan. Um, the software you need in creating all this business plan. I will give you other software apart from the one that I've mentioned here. You know, I said before that there are software that will give you the list of investors for a particular business ideas. I've said before. I'll give you worksheets. Now, I also have what's it called? This is one of the clients I work for. They are bargaining me to write a business plan for a pitch deck for them, 100K. But we later agreed on 80K. So you can see 80,000 naira, right? Just writing a pitch deck for them. Now this means a winning business proposal $500. This one is saying $800. This one is saying $550. So you can see there are a lot of people looking for people that can write business plan for them. Sure, you get my point. So this is not the only thing that you are going to get from the training. No, no, no. Now here is okay. Let me open this. Now, if you want to make payment for the training, for the main training, we can use any of these options. Go to 𝗕𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗀college.com. When you go to the platform, you will see um option. You see different courses there. Choose the business plan course, and yes, you access it. Or you can just simply go to 𝗕𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗀college.com/bizplan. Or you can, if you don't cannot type this long one, you can just type this short one, nbcollege.co. It's not .com. This short one is not .com. It is .co/bizplan. So in this training also, I have I have trainings that are specifically there for you, that once you are done with this training, I have a training that I'm giving you access. The training is paid, but if you have access to this business plan training, you automatically have access to it. It shows you step by step process on how to get high paying clients from social media, from any platform, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It will work for you. It's not that after my training you start looking for how to get clients. No, everything is there for you. Everything is there for you. Record. So for the whole stuff, um, now let's take a look at the sales page for this stuff. Now I said, yeah, I'm going to give you a worksheet on how to do market analysis. So, like, I'm making things easier for you. Like, you don't have to stress yourself on buying another course on market research. All these things, they are I've give everything you need to be successful in this stuff is already there. Like how to generate business idea. I've already put it there. It's on the file. Market research worksheet is there. Industry intelligence, how to carry out industry intelligence analysis and the rest. How to create a product market fit, a perfect product that does not have market rejection, how to generate business ideas and how to validate your business idea. It is there. Marketing strategy guide, that's how to create a winning marketing strategy, is there. Client attraction guide, how to get high paying clients for your business, even if you're writing business plan. Everything is there. A lot of things are already loaded in this training. Like this, I've not updated this sales page, so I would, if I've updated this sales page, I will have showed you people that are in the classes, and there is no network for now. So let me try and connect. So yeah, here's my profile. Joseph Onyemeka is a startup entrepreneur, a non-conventional business digital marketing practitioner, marketing strategist, a sales funnel hacker, and also a business developer. As a certified digital marketing strategist by Google, Cisco, Net Academy, Microsoft, LinkedIn, e-marketing institute, and other reputable firms like HubSpot. Joseph has gone ahead to help both small and large firms with their marketing strategy, and also created a learning avenue called 𝗕𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗀 Business College, a subsidiary of 𝗕𝗵𝗲𝗃 Group of companies for small businesses, for small business owners, startup entrepreneurs, students, graduates, where it teaches digital tech skills, sales and marketing, and other opportunities involved. While I also consult for startups, I've also helped many students to start and scale their business to a profitable stage, right? The results are there, right? With proven track records, doing different businesses and serving different clients on different range of services across different sectors, I am ready to teach you and to help you work with me. Now, this is what 𝗕𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃 is saying. He said, Joseph, what is a red gem? Let me zoom it. Oh, too much. Why is it too much? Okay, Joseph is a genius. I see in him I see hardworking, consistency, and competence. Since I got connected to him on WhatsApp, I am glad I did. He's among list of people I take their status. I love the way he always reveal bitter truths pertaining to the importance of education. For the first time, I'm seeing a business guru supporting education so strongly, like the rest of others that says education school is a scam. Thank you, Nneka, for all you do. We might not be chatting, but your status is educative enough for me, and I am so encouraged. So this is Nneka Struggle. I've drafted a proposal for this guy before. He wants to run a bakery business. He also did a video review for me. If I've updated this sales page, I'll have included the review. Said he's a refined salesman who accumulates more and more knowledge. He's an experienced that guy. So this is Maxine Victory. He said I stopped listening to everybody. I started listening to few people that had interest. So he said Joseph is one of the people, and yeah, you can see lots of reviews here. And this is from Frank Egon. He's good in affiliate marketing. This is Martin Victory into sales consultancy. So these are some of the testimonials that yeah, it is something profitable, right? Then this is some of the people that have paid for the trainings. These are the people that have made payment, like can literally see this guy was charging him 105,000 naira. Then these are the transaction charges for the particular trade. So this is I did a caption here. I said this was when I was charging. Okay, I think this one I charged for a proposal. So this was someone asking me the cost of the business plan. This is you can see. I don't usually review people's name. Okay, this is someone texting me from a community. So now, Godwin 𝗲𝗂𝗵𝗲 is a as an SEO professional. He works for international companies as a writing expert. So he said Joseph is a hardworking man fellow. He said from blogging to SEO, web design, and the rest. So like literally, you can see all these reviews. He said he said you can check his Trustpilot page. He has to see more reviews. Yes, if I open my Trustpilot page, there are more than 30 reviews of people that have made reviews on this stuff. So this is 𝗕𝗵𝗲𝗶𝗀. You might know him. He focuses on LinkedIn monetization system. So when it comes to business gaining traction, say he's the best, right? Say his strategies and positioning for small businesses is superb and contagious. Say so you can actually see. So this is people still resting. This person paid for his cousin. For people someone to pay for his cousin, that means the person is sure that they're capable of delivering results that the training will be. So this person referred two person and I give him commission pay charges. So this is Joseph Divine. This Agnes is one of the top freelancers in Nigeria. And yes, he also got in for the training. So everything here, they are all there. This is the email on the sales for the like the you can see how people are like making orders for the training. You can see it here. So that's this is Matthias. Matthias texted me in November. Then I was telling him that I'm not sure I'm going to host a training. So immediately the training call like this, he made payment instantly. This is Matthias. So I said Matthias has been long anticipating for this training since 2001. He was the first batch of people that made payments. So those and that. So this is one of the part payments for a business plan. You can see this is global logistics. This is a part payment from it. This is from a company's account. So you can see this is someone else for an NGO. So this is another one. Okay, this is another one for an NGO. So this is for Nnamdi is review. He said I have observed and studied this for a long while now. He is like other digital marketers. He knows his onions, studies a lot, and he has the ability to teach, which is very rare. Listen to him, do everything he says, and your sales is skyrocket. So this is Oka from Ẹ́sìncha. He's also one of the people I've trained. It was one of the first few people I trained on web design. So she focuses on social media marketing and content marketing at the moment. She's Google certified as well. This is Martin Victory. He said most salesperson and you can see so all these stuff they are on the sales page. It's not that I'm making this up. You can go and confirm it. If you can search for their names on social media and ask them, did you by any way give this reviews or you approve them? They'll tell you yes. So at the moment I'm expecting you to gear up and yes, go and register for the training program. Thank you and God bless you.